simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on last year's national champion, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Saturday in October. A simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on last year's national champion, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. Puts it out of the air. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The give to the back. working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice game. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
And the Volunteers are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
The Vols in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one. Was taking a shot. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban.
Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. The Crimson Tide been deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. Running back searching for a hole. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Give to the back. Got the first down and more. Still on his feet at the 45. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Unloads to the wideout. And they will score! Touchdown, Alabama! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And here he comes out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Got his man on the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking downfield, it's quick. Wide open downfield. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Yeah, and these big fellas, man, they can run so well at their size. A lot of times you see these tight ends, they don't necessarily run around you, but so physical to be able to break tackles and then make those extra yards after the catch.
Extending the play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but Really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
The Volunteers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Slams ahead. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter.
Tennessee, 14.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Looking for more room.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Pulls and fires complete. Breaks into the open. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to throw, it's quick. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throwing on the run. And it's caught at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO now. All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback out.
Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike through the air for the score. Looking for the time with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here is the Tennessee offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Back to throw. It's quick. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, they rep this play every day in practice, 50 times? Simple hitch route. Quarterback puts it right on, and receivers just got to finish the play.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Blasted as he lets it go. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. He breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Penn State is ahead early at Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air, it's Meadows. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Caught over the middle. It's Connors. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you've got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Dropping back, it's Meadows. Looking for the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown ball!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Still looking on the move. Now he'll throw back into the middle.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He's got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to
makes the catch, converts on 4th down, he's still on his feet. He's loose down the middle. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe of the 49.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Barber. Brought down at the 31, it is a 1st down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Meadows. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Tennessee! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The give to the back. He breaks the tackle. And he makes the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Vols will line up to kick off and start the second half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker.
There he goes! Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Makes the catch.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Touchdown Tide! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. Booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but Happy Valley is a tense place right now. This is a tight game. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame. We'll let you know if...
Touchdown Volunteers! And that one will put them up here in the second half. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese with that drive.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Got his man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. To the big, he's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Right on the money. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24. The Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Meadows. Gets it out quickly. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back.
Turning it on. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Looking for space to the left. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking for his man. Found the spot in the defense. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like Which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. On the move. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Back to throw, it's Meadows. Bringing the heat. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time that was a great play call defensively.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. To the air, it's Meadows. Under fire. And pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. 4th down, down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Pressure coming. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
How about that critical moment in the fourth quarter? He hasn't really had a lot of success on the ground, but you put the ball in his hands. It's a pass play. You want to throw it, but he makes a very good decision. He tucks it. He gets the first down. That's a big-time play in the fourth quarter by this quarterback.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Here's the pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolute shank. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. They get to him as he throws. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options. They're going to either run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sack.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And if this this offense wants to get back into this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got a man, it's Connors. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Meadows. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Hauls it in. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great running mood.
Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Connors. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. It's Meadows. Can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, they're trailing in this game late, and the defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch him off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll get rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the fit. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. He's going for the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point is true, and they have a two-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's John. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Lost a throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Takes the win in this smoking hot rivalry between the Vols and the Crimson Tide, and the party in Tuscaloosa will last well into the night. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.